Hey, it's Arkady here with Century 21, and today we're here with my friend Adam, who just finished building this beautiful house in the annex, and we have a chance to ask him a few questions of what that process was like. So can you speak a little bit as to why you would make the decision to renovate versus buy a finished product versus, like this one, rebuild it from scratch?
For sure. You know, it's a little bit of an emotional decision when it's your own home. Those other houses you're referring to were investments. So I look at it, and if I'm doing a renovation or if I'm buying something that's already finished and I'm 95% happy with it, you know, that's okay. Like, the features don't have to be exactly what I want as long as it makes sense.
Right.
Whereas with something that you're living in, those little things eat at you and really bother you, and you want things to be exactly what you want. Some people look at the renovation ahead of time and say, well, without having to build the structure, without having to build the walls, we're going to save money doing a renovation. And that's often the motivation to not demolish.
Right.
But when push comes to shove, there's a lot of surprise costs in those renovations, and it's quite often that you end up in the same price point, whether you've built new or you've renovated. And I'm also a believer that there's a big value in having something that's truly new.
Adam, so what are some of your favorite design aspects of this home?
Yeah, one of the things that really excited me was that because we were building new, I could have quite a high ceiling on the third floor. The peak of the ceiling is at almost 14 feet. And it feels like a downtown loft with exposed wooden beams. It turned out really cool, and it's something that I couldn't have done in a renovation. But we had to do huge glass windows at the front and back on each story.
Skylights on the third.
Exactly, skylights on the third, and find a way to bring that light in everywhere. And we did that by having a fully open concept main floor. The only wall on the main floor is the powder room. And the other feature that really excited us was the master bathroom. We were trying to find a way to incorporate both a shower and a freestanding tub into the space. And we were having a hard time getting everything to fit, but realized that if we created one large enclosure for both of them that contained both the tub and the shower, with no curb, walk right in, it would be a pretty unique feature, and it turned out fantastic.
What are some other design challenges that you had here?
The parking situation in back. There's parking off laneway, and we've got the opportunity to drive in, but we didn't have the width, if I built a proper garage, to actually get two cars in there. So we designed a carport that had a garage door blocking us off from the alleyway. And because we didn't have sidewalls, because it rested on our fence, we were able to fit two cars in there and have the privacy and security of a garage.
What are some things that you could have done differently or possibly better?
The piece of advice I'd give someone is that we often spend time designing rooms and deciding where the electrical and the plumbing is going based on a fixture we're imagining. Right. And you go out to buy it and you have a hard time finding what you want. What I would do next time is start the process by going out and buying a bunch of light fixtures and taps and plumbing fixtures that I really liked and I thought would be great finishes, and building the room around them. And it sounds like it's such a small part of the build, but it ends up becoming one of the most stressful and challenging components.
Compared to what you planned, did you end up spending more?
I'm an eternal optimist, so I went in with a budget thinking I could stick to it, and I definitely went over a little bit.
Right.
I was still in the ballpark. I'm happy with how things turned out, but in the future, and to anyone listening, I would definitely recommend having a sizable contingency budget, because there's always something that you didn't think of that you want to add in after the fact.
Adam, thank you for joining us, and thank you all for tuning in. And if you have any questions about building or renovating, please comment below.